Hey, slashers and scream queens, and welcome to the Horror Daddies Podcast
A podcast where we talk about horror movies.
and the rebirths in them.
And right now, we're in this island of mysterious creatures
Yup.
known from, was it InGen?
Yes.
InGen, where they experimented on dinosaurs.
Uh-huh.
And we're here. My name is Jonathan Kaylee. The straight version.
And
Wait,
I'm
the gay one.
Scarlo Johansson.
That's good. And we got Joy Alash Ali.
Okay.
But Carlos, what movie did we watch today?
So today we watched my most anticipated movie of 2025, Jurassic World Rebirth.
For them hoes.
Okay, I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Jurassic World, directed by Gareth Edwards, written by David Koepp. I said Gareth, right? Okay, I said it. Okay.
It sounded like it.
Okay,
At least.
oh,
I didn't
my
question
bad.
it.
It had a budget of $180 million, and so far, as of Sunday, July 6th at 3 p.m., is at $318 million.
So
It's
going
very
good.
very well.
Going good.
Yep, the tagline is "A new era is born,"
Oh, there's 8 of them.
equaling a new trilogy.
Which I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
So without spoilers,
Mm-hmm.
let's go to Letterbox
Okay.
like we do in every movie.
Do you wanna before we talk about anything in this movie? Do you wanna just get the demons out of the way real quick?
We can do that.
Okay.
You want to?
Just in case it just doesn't stop.
True, that's true. Okay, so let's because we watched this movie. Obviously,
I watched it 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Same. So it's not gonna be beat by beat. We're obviously gonna be a little bit messy. It's more of a discussion with the movie.
Mhm.
Obviously, spoilers for that. So
Spoilers for this, the whole franchise, maybe, because
Yeah.
I just start talking.
yeah. So you
I'm
know,
very passionate about Jurassic Park, guys.
I mean, come on. If you've been from us from day one, you
Mhm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But did you fight any demons?
Okay, I will say, I went to the theater and didn't have any buckets, so I had to like run around town and go to like another theater, find a bucket. So I did the next day. I found this one.
It's
the one
beautiful.
on the screen. It's the see-through red one.
It's orange.
Also, I will say, movie theaters, if you guys have like a combo with a name on it, and I ask for that combo, don't be confused. You're selling a combo, and I'm calling it by the name.
It sounds like you're facing my demon from last time.
Yeah.
You're experiencing
I
it
asked,
now.
and one theater that I went to, the one that I actually went to see the movie in, I asked for the combo by its name, and they were very confused of what I was asking for. And then I said, the one up there in the picture with the red bucket and the cup. That's all I'm asking for.
That one.
I'm making it as simple as I can for y'all, but I guess y'all need me pointing and saying descriptions.
Well, it's like if I went to McDonald's and said, "Give me a number 3," and then they're like, "What is it?" It's your menu.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, I also a lot of rain, which I'm okay with
Wait,
usually.
it was pouring.
Yeah, I'm okay with rain, guys. I love a rainy day, stormy day. Let's watch Freddy versus Jason while it's raining kind of day thing,
Mhm.
you know? But like when I'm off and I'm doing things, I don't like it. So there was a lot of rain. I got wet yesterday. I saved a turtle. That's not a demon. That's like a little Nicky.
A little
but
Nicky.
I saved a turtle from getting run over in the rain. Got very wet. It's been very good.
That's
Very
good. It's a long weekend. You
Mhm.
know, I'm glad you had a
Yeah.
good long
I
weekend.
feel like I had a demon, and Frankie and I talked about it, but I'm forgetting it. So, but it's fine.
because you let the demons be demons and you forgot about them. You
'cause
let it go,
yeah,
like
exactly.
Elsa.
Yes.
Well, that's good. I'm happy. I also had a pretty good weekend.
Mhm.
We did watch it the same day. We just went at different locations.
Mhm.
So my demon isn't necessarily like an actual demon.
So, little Nicky.
It's not even. It's like it's just something that happened because we went to theaters and I was like, we had just finished eating, so I was like, let me go to the bathroom real
Mhm.
quick and before because I don't want to get up and use the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom. When I was done, I flushed the toilet and it just kept going.
Oh, you just run out of there and pretend like I wasn't you.
But it was like, and I was like,
Oh,
And
it just kept going.
it just kept
Sometimes they
going.
do that,
Yeah, but I was like, okay, let me just wait.
Mhm.
And it just kept going. And I'm like, okay. I looked over, there's nobody there. I'm like, do I tell somebody?
Mhm.
I kind of walked a little bit slow to see. It just kept going. So to this day, it might still be going right now. like it just never stopped.
Okay.
So yeah, but my little Nicky was that I got a Superman tin bucket,
Yeah.
and I'm excited for that for next week.
I can't wait for you.
And we're gonna cover that next week.
There's
so
a
you guys
lot of
watch
hate
it.
on the internet for that movie, and I don't understand
Because
why.
of the Zack Snyder people.
No, I know, but like
It's not epic and cool.
it's like okay,
They'll get over it.
it died off. Sorry,
Yeah,
move on.
yeah.
Also, I will say, and I love you, and this is not towards you. This is more because you're not that big of a super. I mean, you are, but you're not like crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck y'all. The movie's doing great. Dinosaurs rule the earth once again. So
We'll see next week. It's also my man from Pearl, so you gotta watch out.
no, I know.
I'm crazy for him.
It's just they're like, oh, the superhero.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And I was
It's-
like, people are
People
getting tired
fuck.
of the superheroes. Let's be
Yeah,
honest. So
yeah.
shut the fuck up. People
And-
want more dinosaurs actually, even though the
Mhm.
ratings I know are not great. But what the fuck do you want?
No, like it makes money. Like obviously, people want a Jurassic Park movie, especially with like how it the last trilogy ended. It's like I think people want it. It's just like, the studio hates money.
I'll just say this. Kids like dinosaurs more than
Yeah.
they do heroes.
It's true.
Also, I understand and I agree with this as much as I love this franchise.
Mhm.
I will agree with the saying that Jurassic Park was meant to be a standalone movie and shouldn't have had sequels. Yes, because it is. What else can you do on an island?
Yeah.
But hey, I enjoy them. I enjoy the action.
Yeah. No, I think people want these movies.
Mhm.
Obviously, like it's making money already, and you can have your opinions about this one, and it's still. I think it's still making money. So
Mhm.
obviously, we want these movies to do well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care
Mhm.
about Fantastic Four. That's the only one that I'm not. I'm so like whatever
We might
about.
go watch it because I know that's like my man's favorite. Like
Mm-hmm.
those are his favorites. So
Yeah, I
I'm
love
okay.
Fantastic Four.
I'm okay with it. I'll go watch it. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'll watch it, but it's just like I'm so over like Marvel, like because I'm like,
over
come on.
You have to watch 40 things to get connected.
Yeah.
I'm sick of that because if you want to talk about a franchise, that's technically a franchise, and it's 40 movies, about 40 movies in.
And I'm
So let's talk about that mess.
Yeah, I'm so over it right now. Like I'm like, I don't even. I have to watch all these shows, and I'm like, you know
No, I
what?
get
I'm
that.
fine.
If Fantastic Four was a standalone, then maybe.
Totally would have watched it.
Mhm.
But the fact that we're not seeing Pedro Pascal stretch his dill all the way to the other screen, something's going on. There's something happening that we're not seeing him
Yeah,
stretchy.
yeah.
That's his fucking power.
Mhm.
And then we got Sue Storm serving face. You know what I thought about?
Huh.
Sue Storm doesn't have invisibility power. She just serves face and everyone dies. Because that face card never
Yeah,
declines.
That's true.
It's for the Gen Zers out there. You know, face card and
Oh, okay.
body
right.
tea. I don't
Body
know, you
tea.
know. And so they're like, wow, they're hip.
That's crazy.
Love Island.
Clocked it.
Is Love Island like millennial or is that Gen Z?
They're Gen Zers.
Gen Zers?
Because they're like 22,
Oh, Jesus.
24.
That's
I think the
crazy.
oldest there right now is 27.
Oh, my God.
Mhm.
Over the hill.
Mhm. Somebody was like, oh my God, the reason Love Island doesn't have 30-year-olds is because by 9 o'clock they would be in bed.
That's
Not
pretty
a lie.
good. Yeah, they're just annoyed with everyone. I'm reading.
Yeah,
Just- it's so
yeah.
boring. It's so tame.
Yeah.
That's funny. But okay.
Okay, now we're done.
So we're done with our dilly dally.
Hmm.
We go to Letterboxd and give this movie a rating and review.
Okay.
So Carlos, what is your rating?
I
and
will
review?
advance with my rating might change in the future. My rating might change in 2 days, in a month. I don't know. But right now, when I left the theater, I left it at a 4. And actually, I'm thinking of moving it up a bit, to be honest,
Oh.
because the more I think about this movie, the more I'm liking it.
Okay.
I was a little not like the last movie, which I know in the last episode, if you listen to the Dominion episode, I was very excited.
Oh, we were so hyped.
I was very hyped. But then I sat with the movie, I sat on it, and I was like, this movie's kind of confusing.
Well, I remember the day I went downstairs and you were like, Jonathan, I don't think I like the Minion that much. And I was like, yes. It was kind of bad.
Yeah. But that's a whole nother podcast. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll redo it again someday. I don't know.
A re-review.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, name it that.
Update. Anyways, it's a 4 right now.
Okay.
And I said, Jurassic World Rebirth was a thrilling return to form. The cinematography was stunning. The score hit all the right nostalgic notes. And the action scenes had me on the edge of my seat. Every dinosaur absolutely ate. Literally and figuratively. I'm like the.
Did you write it right?
Yeah. No, I did. I'm like the asparagus girl. Figuratively. Thank you. Bailey and Johansson had really good chemistry and hope to see more of them in the future. I did miss the iconic Velociraptors, and I was hoping for a bit more screen time with the D-Rex, plus one or more two character deaths to really give it that sad feeling.
Yeah.
Still, it brought back the magic and wonder of the original trilogy, and that alone made it worth the ride.
Okay. Okay, that's fun.
That's the longest review you probably will ever hear here.
That's fine. If you probably all Jurassic Park reviews are probably long.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, so I gave it a 3.
Mm-hmm.
I said we're back with the classic old reliable. This movie was beautiful and the colors are so vibrant. Gorgeous film. I enjoyed the action set pieces, but it felt a little flat to me. It doesn't add anything new to the series, and I wish it didn't play it as safe.
Mm-hmm.
I think I enjoyed the movie, right? Like I will not say that this movie was bad. I think
a 3 is very
it's
valid.
like solid.
I think under that I might start questioning people, but that's just my opinion.
And like
But,
when I see people criticize this movie, they're always like either I wish it was fucking rated R, which is like get over it. It's not.
there's a
Move
formula.
on.
There's a formula to these movies, and it's always
Mhm.
been a formula, no matter how many they make.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be kids. They're not gonna kill the kids.
Yep.
The kids are part of the story because they want your kids to think that's them in that movie. Just like how when I was a kid, I wish I was in that fucking Jeep car with the T-Rex.
Yep.
Even though he was flipping the car over, I wanted to be Lexington. I wanted
But
to be
it's
Lexington.
true. Like it's
Mhm.
true. It's like I knew that little girl was safe throughout. Like I was like
Mhm.
that nothing's gonna happen to her. But I felt like it does play it very, very, very safe, and it doesn't try anything new. And with the plot of it being, we're going to this island with like the defect,
Right.
we didn't get enough of that.
Right.
And like I was like,
Mhm.
oh, I thought we were gonna go, and then like we're gonna have our dinosaurs, right?
Mhm.
But then it's like it turns dark, and it's like
Mhm.
now we're going to the unknown, where it's like these creatures
Yeah,
that
yeah.
are what looks like dinosaurs, but they're fucking weird and crazy. And it's
Mhm.
like we get the D-Rex, and then like the Mutodon.
Yeah.
And I'm like, even the Mutodon, I was like, oh, if you told me that existed, I've been like, oh, okay, yeah, I see it, because it
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
just looks normal.
Yeah.
Like
It looks like a chicken.
yeah, and I was like, okay, yeah, it looks like a dinosaur, whatever. Like
Mhm.
it looks normal. It felt like I was like, wow, we didn't get enough of that, and I kind of was interested in that.
Mhm.
And I know that a lot of people's criticism is like, we need to go back to the normal dinosaurs.
No,
I think we've
that's
moved
fine.
on past
That's
that
fine. Mhm.
because they already did the mutant, like the
You know, the
Indominus.
yeah, and I'm surprised people hated the whole. People hate that,
I,
and
like,
I'm like, why?
Like you got hate fun? Like that's so dumb. Like it's like
it's a. This is gonna be 3 hours. It's a movie playing on genetics. What happens when you play with genetics?
and the whole plot
Ag-
is that people are getting bored of seeing dinosaurs, so
Yeah.
we need to amp it up. What
Yeah.
happens when that goes wrong?
Yeah. Also, your first T-Rex is not gonna look like a T-Rex. I promise you.
No.
Also, movies like like Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
He played with lizard DNA. What happened?
Yeah, he fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first one.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but it's true. It's like that went
the
wrong.
Goblin in the second one.
Yeah, where-
you play with science. You're never always gonna get the answer you want.
Mm-hmm.
The Thing, yes, is an alien, but shit happens.
Yeah, it's my thing is that you can't just make these movies of like, let's just find every dinosaur that existed and just put humans in, because it's just gonna get played out really fast.
Mm-hmm.
No, like I think Jurassic World was a really great introduction of being like, yeah, we were, people got bored of the Jurassic Park era thing because it's just dinosaurs.
Well,
People see them every day.
yeah.
So they created this dinosaur
And
that's engineered.
and they had a functioning park. They're
Mhm.
like, oh, what if the first movie worked out?
Yeah, and it's
Mhm.
like, okay, that seems like a normal progression of the series. Like
Mhm.
I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So now people are complaining that like, oh, the D-Rex was like this weird alien thing. It's like, well, you thought they were just gonna one shot a fucking T-Rex like this, like they just got it? No, that I'm interested in seeing the defects. I want to see that.
And of course, there's more questions than answers in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's what could be like, oh, maybe there could be a prequel to what
Mhm.
happened in that lab before that. Because obviously, this lab wasn't for Jurassic Park, even though that's how they worded it, which is worded weird.
Yeah,
This lab was for Jurassic World.
It's like
I think the wording is just like for the first Jurassic Park, but their meaning is like, yes, the first park that was Jurassic World.
yeah, and I
So-
totally get that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I was just disappointed with the fact that we didn't get to see as much of that.
Yes.
Like I kind of wanted to. Once we jump into the movie, I will explain also with the D-Rex, because I was kind of sad that we didn't get to see much of him, and we see too much of him too early in the movie. Like, I feel like when we see him at the end is so cool and so intimidating that I wish we would have kept him a secret until that moment. Like, I feel like that would have been such a great introduction to him.
Yeah, kind of how like can they save Rexy till the end of Jurassic World? Yeah.
Because I think because it's like you see the hook and you're like, ooh, what the fuck is in there? Like, and like that seems so much better. And then we see too much of him at the beginning, and it just like for me, I was like, okay, I already know what he looks like.
I think the problem also is with marketing. When they do market these movies, they release the pops, they release the toys, and then you see the creature, and it's everywhere. Honestly, though, if you go in my room, if I don't have it, but if you were to go in my Jurassic room and you see that thing, you're like,
what the fuck is that?
Is that from here? Or should that be in the other room?
That's true. Yeah, but yeah, I think it was a solid film. It is definitely not the worst in the franchise, which I've seen people say, hell no.
No,
not at all.
Don't get me started because I'll shut up. Okay.
Should we say our ratings now, or do you want to do it after the movie?
At
the end? Okay, let's do it at the end.
Yeah.
But let's just jump into the movie so we can talk about it more.
Also, I'm glad we got dinosaurs and not bugs. Just saying.
This
movie was about dinosaurs. It wasn't about bugs.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, we fucked up last time.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna do the cast.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do the cast. There's a pretty small cast on this one. We got Scarlett Jo.
Oh, can I say the cast is fucking hot as fuck?
Everyone's hot.
I was like, okay.
Not everyone.
Oh.
The adults. The adults are very hot.
The adults.
So we got Scarlett Johansson as Zora Bennett. We got Jonathan Bailey as that picture on IMDb is diabolical.
That picture on IMDb is horny.
It's so horny.
Like, why are you looking at me like that?
Whoa,
stop.
Jonathan Bailey as Henry Loomis. Yeah, the coochie purring.
Yeah.
Your coochie does the Velociraptor sound. We got Mahershala Ali as Duncan Kincaid. We got Rupert Friend as Martin Krebs.
That picture of him. Okay, stop. Oh, alumni from the Horror Daddies. It was in Companion.
Oh yes, which I was telling Joy about that. Manuel Garcia Rulfo as Ruben Delgado. We got Luna Blaze as Teresa Delgado. David Iacono. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, I thought it was an L.
Yeah, no, it's lowercase. It looks like a lowercase L, but no, it's I.
Xavier Dobbs. Gianna Miranda as Isabella Delgado. Philippine Velge as Nina.
Oh, her name is Philippine. That's funny.
Bicher Sylvain as Leclerc. And Ed Skrein as Bobby Atwater.
Who I didn't know was in this movie. I don't know him, but I guess I do know him
from Deadpool.
A little bit, yeah. But I don't remember him. And he showed up on screen. I was like, who is this?
I was going to text you. There's another daddy in this movie.
I was like, where'd this man come from? He's in Maleficent?
Oh, I guess so.
Wait. Who are you playing in Maleficent?
I think Maleficent herself.
Oh my gosh, Harris Dickinson is Prince Philip in Maleficent? Sorry, I'm having an epiphany right now.
Wow.
I don't know who that character bore.
I just know him from Deadpool, the original Deadpool, because he's like the bad guy.
He's also in Alita.
Oh damn, I haven't seen that in a long. Oh, he's one of the robot guys, I think.
Anyways,
but yes. So again, like we said, obviously this movie's in theater, so it's not fresh in our heads. So we're gonna be a little bit everywhere.
This movie gives me a lot of nostalgia to The Lost World, which is one that I watched a lot as a kid.
Are you already crying?
Which it's like the colors, the greens and the sun, and so beautiful. Such a great, beautiful. I want to go see it again. I might go see it later. I don't know.
Fuck it. Just watch it normal. You don't have to watch it 4DX anymore.
No, I know. It's just going by myself and driving. I'm lazy.
I get it.
So driving.
Hey, you already done it before.
No, I did, and I had to push myself to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now at least you broke the ice. But what do we start?
Let's start with the opening, and then after that, we can just talk about whatever.
We got product placement. Boom, Snickers bar.
Okay, you know what the opening reminded me of? If you put this scene in a Final Destination, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's just Jurassic Park Final Destination collab.
Yeah,
it makes very sense. Much. With
yeah, it's literally Death is in this lab.
Yeah,
Death is in this lab.
Yeah, D. D-Rex.
Oh yeah.
It-
I love that the
oh,
scientists named it Distortus because it looks like
It's
a fucking
fucking-
distorted thing.
yeah,
T Rex, yeah.
that thing is so crazy. I enjoyed the sci-fi-ness of this.
Mhm.
Did you feel like it was too short? The
Yes.
intro, right? Like I was like, oh,
But
we're
also,
jumping in.
also, I'm not surprised because the intros are usually like a minute or two.
Really? I felt like was it the Fallen Kingdom one was the one
I
where
feel
actually
like
found the
I think
helicopter, right?
that's the longest we've
Okay,
had
okay.
an opening, because Jurassic World is just the eggs hatching.
Yeah.
And they kind of just show the Indominus's eye, and it's like, oh, what is this
Which is
little
like a
baby
callback
thing?
to Jurassic Park,
Mhm.
which is the same thing.
Jurassic Part 3, super boring. It's just a parachute.
Mm-hmm.
The Lost World is the little girl that gets attacked by the little thing,
Yep.
the compies, which is also short, and then has a funny transition to Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, and then the first one, it's a little long too, but I feel like it's the same amount of time as this one. It's the the guy getting eaten by the Velociraptor. Shoot!
Which
The
one?
original.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah,
Shoota!
yeah.
And I forgot the minions.
What was the Minions? Oh, wait. What was the Minions?
Oh, okay. The minions was supposed to be super long, but it got cut out because they put it on YouTube because of
Oh,
COVID. It was the intro with the 65 million years ago,
I
and then
see.
it cuts to Rexy and at the what are those theaters called?
Oh, the
drive-in-
drive-in
the
theaters.
drive-in
I
theaters.
remember that.
And then they cut it to just news footage of the
Of it
world
happening.
being dinosaurs all over the world.
That's boring.
It was
Okay.
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get the movie you get. But anyways,
So yeah, I thought so. We get this lab where they're experimenting on these
yes,
dinos.
I thought we were gonna get more, or like maybe questions answered with what is this and why this happened. But I feel like they're also trying to stay away from the original trilogy,
Yeah.
and just us as viewers know and fans that this lab was for Jurassic World. We had this thing,
Yep.
and it just went wrong.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting a movie out of this lab.
Yeah. Like
The-
Survivor, like people
yeah.
trying to survive this.
The only thing is, if that movie were to happen, I don't know if we would need someone from the previous trilogy to make an appearance, because the owner of Jurassic World technically died, but he could make an appearance.
I mean, yeah, because
Bryce,
if this is before.
Yeah, Bryce, if she was already working for InGen, could make an appearance.
Rain. What's his name from New Girl?
Oh, Nick Johnson.
Nick Johnson, because he was in Jurassic World.
Yeah. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind, because I know there's like a helicopter that Rupert Friend finds that's like all like with a gun. It says like what happened here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting a movie of what happened here.
It feels like they did a good job with setting up what could be a story, like a longer story, and then just because it's like, why were there people already there? Like
Yeah.
there's a little bit of questions there that they could answer
Because
later.
also it's like where where dinosaurs already loose on this island. They were just in cages
Yeah.
technically.
So yeah, and we get like these people, they have like these suits, and there's like this giant cage with the D-Rex on it. And like, I love that we don't really get to see anything in there, and they're
because they're like, oh, let's go inside, and it's like,
Yeah.
so they're in there with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and then they have this machine, this door that you have to put the key and turn it at the same time. So they're counting down, and this guy has a Snickers bar on his mouth, and if the wrapper goes flying,
Well, he's really irresponsible. He just throws it on the
Yeah,
floor because he's
he's
about to go in there, and I'm like, bro, you work here. Like, take
Let's-
care of your place. If you like your job, I guess.
I guess. But I'm like, damn, bro, okay. And then it just flies in, obviously, to the
Very
cage.
Final Destination. Like the wind just flies in it. Like I was laughing because I was like, I love this.
That's
Yeah.
so funny. And then they open, the door is supposed to close behind them as a security measure, and the wrapper gets stuck in the vent of the door, and it stops,
Mhm.
and it resets the entire system because there's something wrong with the door.
Mhm.
And
No,
there's
the door's not closed. The second door's not closing. now.
yeah,
Yeah.
but then it says like alert, and then like
Mhm.
they're like, what happened? And then the whole system just resets because it needs to fix itself, I guess.
So of course, panic. Everyone runs, and then the one guy that had the Snickers kind of gets his Final Destination death because he's the one that did it.
Yep.
So he
And
gets
he's like,
stuck in there.
because they're trying to turn, and the girl looks like, oh fuck,
She was
dude.
gonna let him out, but
yeah.
I
But at the
get
same
it.
time, it's like, kill this guy or let that thing loose,
Mhm.
and but it comes out loose anyways.
And it was smaller too.
It was smaller,
Yeah,
right?
because it was
Okay.
17 years prior
Oh, I guess that
to
makes
Jurassic
sense.
World, and it's 32 years before before the first dinosaur was created.
I see. Okay, that makes sense.
So, and I think Rexy was technically our first dinosaur in lore.
In
Maybe
lore.
I might be wrong, but
Oh,
I think
be
she
careful.
was.
Be careful out there.
I know, guys. I know there's books.
They don't know what the fuck they're talking about,
Yeah, I
bro.
Yeah, because the timeline confused, but then I thought about it because it says 17 years before
yeah,
this movie, which that would mean it was 2007,
and it could have been like in the between creating
and
world.
then your World happened in 2015, and then the year in this movie, I think it's supposed to be 2027.
How long was Jurassic World open for? We don't
Uh,
know that,
I
right?
think in 2009 it might have been when it opened,
Okay, I see.
or it was already open.
Huh. Yeah, because I'm
And
like,
here they're just
but
experimenting.
definitely
think-
it's like this is a setup to like, this is like they're creating these new hybrids of.
I think Jurassic World might have already been open, and they're just. Oh yes, I think Jurassic World's already open. The reason this lab is going on is because they're trying to make new dinosaurs because people are getting bored of the
Bored.
original one.
Yeah,
which is yes, guys. That's why they made the mutants, is because us, even some fans are like, okay, it's getting kind of like
it gets repetitive.
it gets
like,
repetitive. Even okay, I will say maybe not the fans, but people that are not fans and just casually watch these, they get
Mhm.
bored.
Yeah, it's true, and
So-
I understand that progression. I will say I was a little disappointed with that we see the D-Rex here. I was kind of like, they should have just kept it like a mystery. Like,
yeah.
I was like, damn, we already saw him. Like, and I know we see him in the trailers and stuff. I understand, but like, I'm a person, I don't like watching trailers, so I kind of keep it like whatever. Like, I want to just watch the movie. I just wish we didn't like. It was like maybe we see a mouth eat the guy, or like the smoke.
You know what's crazy?
Cover-
It seemed
cover the guy.
at the end. It seemed very like it's like a baby.
Yeah,
It's just trying to play with them.
which it could be.
Yeah, it wasn't. Well, no.
Maybe he didn't know how to play.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the opening. The guy dies, and then we get that. Then 32 years before that, the first dinosaur was created,
Mhm.
and then we cut to present time, where we start to learn that the dinosaurs have been dying off if they're not in the equatorial landscapes, they're
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah,
So anything north with, I guess, cold, they die.
yeah.
It
and
has to be tropical climates.
I do like the fact that we see, what was his name again? The scientist guy.
Uh-huh.
I forgot his fucking name. Martin. We see Martin in traffic,
Oh yeah.
and the traffic is because we have the dinosaur like
Dying.
And
Mhm.
I was like, I like the idea that like dinosaurs are just living, and we're just kind of like, oh, well, we're dealing with them. It's
Yeah.
not like we're under attack at every second. Like, I do like that some of the dinosaurs are just there.
Mhm.
So I was kind of like, okay, it's dying. I know that's sad, but like, even if he was just sleeping, that could have been like an inch. Like, oh, that's kind of fun. Like, they're just living in the world with us.
So yeah, so if you're listening here, they say that this is the last sauropod alive in North America,
Mm-hmm.
and it's dying because climate, and it's, I guess, old. So there's a theory out there that this is one of the first ones that came from Jurassic Park. Because
I
remember,
see.
they got moved.
Yeah.
So that's why it's super old and it's dying. Because they live a long time apparently. So this is one of the original ones that I guess Engine made, and now it's dead because it's old. So it's that commentary that they're dying, and it's kind of sad. And they're trying to move it with machinery, and it's like can't get up, and it's still alive too.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
like
it was-
it's barely living.
Mhm.
I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing.
And then you kind of get here that this motherfucker's the villain because he's like, "Can you fucking move this thing?" It's like,
He's such a-
okay, dude.
It's like, bro, he's the businessman. We don't
Mhm.
trust him.
No, I had a feeling he was the villain going in
Yeah.
already.
I was like,
he
it's the
has
formula,
money.
you know.
Yeah, the millionaire. We meet Scarlett here, Zora Bennett.
Mm-hmm. And she's like some special
She's
ops
like
person.
she's Chris Pratt.
Yeah, and she was hired to do a job, basically, right? That's true. At least, well, we did think he was very hot in the first
He
Jurassic
was very
World.
hot in the first one, but his character, I'm not talking about him. I don't know who that is. Oh, and Grady, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that guy.
that
I
guy.
haven't heard that name in 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like some special ops girl. She's hired to do a mission, and they're gonna go meet the Jonathan Bailey, Dr. Loomis.
Henry Loomis.
Yeah, and
He shot him 6 times.
And he's like a nerd. He owns his museum and
Hot
hot
nerd.
nerd, very hot.
Yeah.
And he owns this giant museum, but it's not selling well because people are getting bored of just seeing the same
Well,
old
because
things.
they seen them alive already. So
Yeah,
it's
they're
why
seeing
go
it
to
in
a
the wild.
museum?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think it's still, I like that they're still kind of cementing that where
Yeah.
it's like, yeah,
And it's 5 years after Dominion. I don't know if I already mentioned. It is 5 years after Dominion. So there was like you can kind of see that they're painting over like a wall that had like a zoo where they had a T-Rex and
Yeah.
all this thing. So it's kind of like okay.
yeah, the world's moving on because now it's
Mhm.
just they're just our fucking Labradors. That, you
Mhm.
know, they're just as normal as a normal house dog,
Mhm.
and
I wonder how the
they
locusts are doing.
a retcon.
And
But so they what's his name again? Martin tells
Mhm.
hey, Dr. Loomis, you're actually gonna come with the mission with us. And he's
Mhm.
like, I was just an advisor. And it's like, yeah, but if you have you ever seen a dinosaur in a lab? And then he's like, no. Or in the nature? And he's like,
Mhm.
no. He's like, then you're just a guy that goes
Well,
and goes to the zoo.
in their true habitat, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In their true habitat, yeah.
It's like, then you're just a guy that goes to visits the zoo. And I'm
Mhm.
like, man, that's kind of like a good way of like, because
Mhm.
he loves it. He wants to see them in their
Mhm.
nature, and convinces him, obviously.
Yeah, because throughout the movie, even though he's in danger, he's enjoying the hell out of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what I liked about him so much, is that he's still having a lot of fun.
Mhm.
But the whole plot, this is where we get like exposition, like about the entire plot, is that Martin is trying to get blood from certain dinosaurs
The three largest dinosaurs from land, air, and sea.
to create the avatar at the
Yeah.
end of this.
To create a pharmaceutical drug, I think for heart disease.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a reason why they need the three largest. I am blinking on it. I apologize, but that's pretty much why they're going to this island, because the three largest live on and around this island.
Yeah.
By around, I mean the mosasaur.
Yeah.
I did have questions. If anyone can answer, the mosasaur, is it the one from Jurassic World just
That you CGI'd, like the redesign.
redesigned? Because they did a saying that escaped from InGen years ago and it's been loose ever since, and of course it survived by just swimming to the equator where it's warmer. Or is this like a new one that may have escaped from John Hammond in Jurassic Park and we just didn't know about it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that the simplest solution is the answer, where it's like it's just the same one. It just they just enhance the CGI, you know,
Mhm.
like
Well, it looks real.
It-
Have you seen them side by side?
No, I haven't seen side by side.
But baby, it's changed.
Really?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't mind it. Actually, I think it looks better now.
Yeah, that looked great.
Then it did the other. The other one looks very crocodilian
Yeah.
and gray. This one actually has color to it, and
Yeah, he was like yellowish, like it had
Mhm.
orangey colors to it. Like it
Mhm.
actually looked like alive. Like
yes,
it actually looked like an animal.
Oh,
Whoa.
sorry.
Yo,
Um,
who was that?
it's a velociraptor. But yeah, I like the design. I like that it has like a fin, kind of like a shark. So it looks like there's a shark coming towards you. Very Jaws in that scene.
Yeah.
I can't find the picture.
fine,
I'll
that's
show you
fine.
later.
But
yeah,
So yeah, they're explaining that they're gonna do this pharmaceutical thing. Jonathan Bailey's in, or Dr. Loomis is in, and they're gonna go meet the person that's gonna help them with traveling to the island.
mm-hmm.
And then that's when they meet Duncan Kincaid.
Yes.
And I love this scene. I adore this scene because they get there, they're all like, I don't know where they're at. Like I forgot the name of the place that
They're
were
by
in.
Barbados.
Barbados, right?
I think so. Mhm.
And they're like playing cards, and then there's like decorations. They have little birds flying
Mhm.
around. Very cool. I
had a
love
dinosaur
this world. Yeah,
in a cage. Yeah, a
so
little one.
sick.
Mhm.
And Martin introduces himself, and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm so sorry, but we can't do this. I have a new boat. It's not paid off. It's gonna get fucked up. I don't want to do this. Blah blah." And Scarlett Joe's like, "Well, maybe double his money. I don't know. You never know. Maybe."
Mhm.
He's like, okay, fine. And then they're like, okay, cool. And it's like a whole plan for them to get paid.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is so fun. I love them.
Because then Bobby comes in. Who I was like, who is this?
Who that?
and he's like, yeah, I don't think I can do this. And then she goes, oh, he already agreed to the money. He's like, oh, perfect. Okay, good.
Sick. So good.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Well, I thought we were gonna see a megalodon in this movie, like out of surprise, and maybe
Yeah.
the mosasaurus kills it or something, because they're like, oh, where we're going, you see things like this, and the jaws behind them, I think it's supposed to be a shark, like a megalodon jaw,
You think it's? Oh, I guess maybe.
because it looked like a great, yeah.
Thank the fucking Lord we did not. That would have been like, I'm tired. You know what? Fuck Jurassic World. I would have been like, yo, this is not realistic.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, they go into the boat.
Mm-hmm. And
This
they're
is
tracking the mosasaurus via, I guess, because Engine had chipped it, so it's chipped.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is where we cut to the family.
Yes,
that
we
we're
meet
introduced to.
in the mariposa.
La Maripusi. And so it's this dad with this little girl and their teenage daughter.
Yeah, the mom's not here.
The mom was not
Okay,
there.
can you recast? Can you cast the mom? Who would you cast?
Jessica Alba.
Really?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
No, if I had to put the mom,
Mm-hmm.
Salma Hayek.
Okay. I mean, I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
the same thing. Very Hispanic.
I was like,
Because
this
they're
is
Hispanic.
love this Hispanic family.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I will say, I kind of wish it was just the dad and the small girl. The other two, nothing to do with them. I did not like them.
Okay. I'm excited. Okay, so
Is that about a raptor?
I talked to Universal, and we got a special guest.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Who's here?
Come on in.
What the fuck? No way, bro.
What is happening?
This is incredible. We got Rexy up in this bitch.
No, this is the king of Hubert. This is the new T-Rex.
Wow. So tell me, how was it filming Jurassic World Rebirth? That is amazing. Wow. I am like honored.
So we only have him for a minute because he's very expensive to get.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm starstruck right now.
Your scene in the movie was the best scene, maybe. I'm still debating, but great scene.
But how was Jonathan Bailey and everyone else?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I love that. Well, it is such an honor to have you on the podcast. Thank you so. We have amazing guests in this show.
I think the fans are calling you Linus or Brutus. I'm very confused on Twitter, but great names. Yeah. You sound like Scooby.
Wow, this is so incredible. Thank you so much, Universal, for. Oh my god!
Thank you, Universal,
We gotta tame her.
Go to your queen, Rexy.
Wow. Bye, Rexy. Love you.
Hubert or Brutus.
Brutus.
Wait, close the door. Oh wait, arms.
Oh, I got it.
Thank you.
Wow. That was so unexpected.
You're welcome.
So unexpected guests. We have amazing Space Jane,
I know.
Jesus Christ, and now which one? Brutus or Rexy? Which one?
Brutus, Linus. I don't know what Twitter's calling that, right? It's a male. Apparently, it's a male.
The one that was sleeping, right?
Mhm,
I
mhm,
see.
mhm. So
That's amazing. Wow, guys, you witnessed a star.
okay. Outside of that, the color was actually on point.
It was.
I
Really
forgot we had
good.
that. I forgot it was that color, that costume.
That's
Anyway,
a great
sorry.
costume, and it's quiet too because
Mhm.
the fan. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, let's go.
Mhm.
But guys,
Yeah,
that was
you see, I got connections to Universal sometimes.
You guys should leave a like and subscribe for
Yeah,
that shit.
I literally got the T-Rex from Jurassic World Rebirth.
And
guys.
we would have done it without you guys.
Yeah,
They saw, they're like, yo, Horror Daddies,
yeah.
amazing.
Okay, where were we?
Where were we?
Oh, the family.
Oh yeah, so we met the family. I wish the family was a little like it was just the dad and maybe the daughter, because
So you know when I mentioned in my review some more character deaths, I low-key would have wished that when Martin pushed her off the ship, Spino would actually got her.
and maybe she would have been like
I
the
know
holy
we needed
fuck.
her to, because how would they find out that he's a villain? Because he is lying the whole time, but not really. We could have found out some other way. I
They
feel.
already were like, fuck
Mhm.
this guy, he's
Mhm.
weird. And
Also, Xavier, I liked him. He was kind of funny, but he could have gone.
yeah, I like that his arc. I understand, right? That I like that he was like, he's just a kid that doesn't really care about anything, and then he like is put in a situation where he has to kind of grow up and
And be
like
a man.
be a man about it,
Mhm.
right? But my thing is that like, but then you gave his girlfriend like the role of, oh, I'm the victim and I want to make him look good. It's like,
Mhm.
no, I wish if she had a character on her own, and then she could have expanded the story a little bit more, then fine, I would have liked her. But like,
Mhm.
she really didn't do anything. Like, all
No.
she was there was that she got pushed, and then Xavier went and saved her, and that's
And
literally
that's
it.
for me. Like, I feel like if they would have died, it would have made this movie like, oh, this movie's pushing
Like,
the limit.
oh wow, like
Mhm.
that, yeah.
Also, I love him and I loved him and I can't wait to see him in the sequel. But Mahershala Ali would have should have stayed dead. Now he was going to.
Oh really?
The
They
studio
they
said
change it?
no.
You see, I was like that, yeah. Like the ending, I was kind of like, damn, I don't want it because I really like
Exactly. You didn't want him
But
to die.
if it happened, like I would have been like, okay, well, it happens,
Mhm.
But when he came out, I was like,
Yeah, of course, of course, of course.
I was like, they should say that.
Yeah. But then I'm like, but do you think about the original Jurassic Park? Our original 3 made it. The
Yeah.
kids made it. The grandpa made it. The same
Yeah.
amount of people made it out.
Yeah,
And
it's
the same
true.
amount of people died.
Yeah, and that's true.
Yeah, so like, it's fine.
Yeah.
But they would have pushed those limits. I would have been like, you know what? This movie kind of pushing.
Because this is the introduction to like a new franchise, right? Like
Mhm.
you need to put like,
Mhm.
hey, this is gonna happen,
Mhm.
and it's like the cast is already small enough. So where are the deaths? It makes the dinosaurs, I feel like, a little bit less
Yes.
dangerous
Yes,
to
yes,
be
yes,
around, you know.
Yes.
But yeah, anyways, we're meeting the family.
Mhm.
The dad is like, oh, Xavier, he's still sleeping, and we don't know
Mhm.
who Xavier is, but it's the girl's
Yeah. The
boyfriend.
dad's not a fan of the boyfriend at
Yeah.
all. They get attacked by the mosasaurs. We do see the fins of the spinosaurs away, like far away, and then they get attacked by the mosa.
Mm-hmm.
Flips them over, and then it kind of just leaves them alone. So then ARC people, the Jonathan Bailey and Scarlet people, they get the distress call from that boat.
Mayday.
Yeah, and Martin's like, no, we're on a mission. Leave. No, someone else will get them. And Duncan's like, no, we're gonna get them.
And I feel
because-
like this is the moment where we should have been like, oh, he's the bad guy. Like everyone's a little bit like, what the fuck,
Right.
bro? Like you're weird. We don't
Mhm.
need the girl being like, he pushed me, and then
No.
everyone.
Honestly, we should have just done the. He just turns around and it's like, I'm getting off this island by myself. Fuck y'all.
Fuck all of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I'm the one that's important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could have easily been the
Mhm.
case. But yeah, they have to go the other direction to go find them. But they said, we're gonna go find them. We're gonna go get our thing, and then we
Mhm.
can just go home, all
Mhm.
of us.
Mm-hmm.
So they go over there, and there's this giant fucking mosasaurus,
Mhm.
and they have this like machine, like this gun that has
Yeah.
like a bottle, and it has a needle, and you shoot it. It fills with blood, and then it shoots up in the air, really high up with a little parachute.
Because they can't kill the dinosaur because the blood wouldn't work if it's dead. So they need it with live blood.
The hemoglobin.
Yeah, hemoglobin.
Yeah, and so that's their plan, and
Yeah.
they are like on the tip of the
Mhm.
ship, and they're trying to like shoot at the thing, but the thing is very unpredictable. It goes
Yeah.
underwater.
Oh,
It
guys, it's so good. So good. On 40X2, he was shaking. I was getting sprayed with water. I was like, my glasses, the wind. It was so much going on. It was so good.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then it's very tense scene. They managed to get the family into the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of like, okay, let's go get our things, because
Mhm.
they're also trying to keep it hush.
Mm-hmm.
And the little girl's like, wait, what do you mean get our things? What are we
Yeah.
going? Where are we going?
Yeah, they think they're going home. No, we're on a mission. We gotta stop. We gotta make a few stops first.
Yeah, and they're like, what the fuck? So this
Mhm.
poor family just goes into this poor mission. And but yeah, this is where they start getting attacked by the Spinos, because they're already really close.
Yeah.
And it starts hitting them, and it just starts swimming around. Nina is like the kind of like the pilot kind of thing. I don't even what is she? I don't even know.
She's just deck and crew.
She's just there.
Yeah, deck and crew.
Yeah.
A body.
It's just a body.
Yeah.
She falls to the side, and she's holding on to dear life, and you see
Yeah.
the Spinos like
Trying to grab her. Yeah.
her and everything.
And then Bobby, the one that was like, I'm macho man. I know how to shoot these things and kill them. He's shooting and missing. And then one of the Spinos comes and grabs his ass.
Yeah, and then he's like holding on by the door and just
And I was like, well, there
disappears.
goes that beautiful man.
yeah. Poor guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think this scene, I will say this scene is long as fuck. I
I
was
loved it.
surprised with how much of it we got.
What I love about this movie is that, and I'm gonna compare it again to the last one because I have to. The last one showed dinosaurs in the trailer, like the Quetzalcoatlus and the Mosasaurus,
Mhm.
and literally when they showed up in the movie in the last one,
Was like
it was just like,
a
I'm
scene.
tipping a fish boat over,
Yep.
we're gone. I'm attacking this airplane. Was in the trailer, and then gone. Where are they?
Yeah.
They
were
them,
just there.
They gave them time to shine and show what they can do,
Mhm.
and that's what I love about this movie.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna introduce you to these new dinosaurs, even though they were technically introduced last movie, but now they're given the chance to shine and show what they can do.
Yeah, and obviously we are getting like a different environment, right? Like the
Mhm.
boat, right, is such a different environment from all
Mhm.
the other movies, especially the Spinos. Like the
Mhm.
Spinosaurus we saw in the third one was a land creature.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to see how they're actually supposed to be in water and the way they
Mhm.
maneuver and how they basically control this area, right? Like
Yeah.
these people had like little control. So
And they work with the goes on a hunt, which is crazy that they're like, hey, so we good?
Yeah, so no, homie, we got like 10 people in there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of food.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Um,
and then, so what they do is that, hey, let's go to shallow waters because they can't go past shallow water. Even though the Spinos could, but they stopped.
they were
for
talking
some
about the
reason.
Mosasaurus.
Yeah, the Mosasaurus.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what they do, and they get away from it. The family just jump in the ocean to get away from these people because they're like, these people crazy. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Also, forgot her name. The older daughter is
Teresa.
Teresa got pushed by Martin.
Oh, because she's calling Maid, like she's doing a stress signal,
And he's
and
like, no.
Martin's like, hell no, we have to keep this quiet, and just pushes her, and then she is holding on for dear life, and he just like says there like, that's not my problem no more. I gotta get it.
If the Spino would have grabbed her, I would have been shocked, but I would have been like, up a star.
Yeah, God,
Because
it's
stuff
just
like
the
that, they're like, yeah, the
stakes.
stakes. Like,
Yeah.
even though I was in the moment, my first time, I'm
Like,
like,
you
I don't know what's
motherfucker.
happening. you
Yeah.
know? So,
And also it's like, oh, you piece of shit. Like, you really leaving her like that.
Mhm.
So yeah, I get it. And then she falls underwater and
Yeah.
Xavier goes after her.
Yeah, and then everyone jumps because the boat's gonna crash in the shore. It crashes. It doesn't explode. Everyone's fine.
Yeah.
They're like, damn, we should have stayed on the boat. They
For
made a
real.
joke about it.
I
And
do
then-
love Dr. Loomis running. Keep running. Like, it's like they can go on land, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's why he was like, we gotta move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
love
because Nina
gets eaten by one of them.
She's pushing, and it's hiding.
It's like
just laying down
camouflaging.
because he's flat.
Yeah.
He's kind of flat. So he just gets up, and he's gorgeous, black and yellow.
And I love that
Gorgeous.
you see like the whatever she was pushing, like all their packages and stuff, and it's covering her, and it goes like behind her, and then all you see her is fucking
It grabs
her and just drag her back, and then all the blood is just like going back into the water. It's so cool.
So
She
cool.
fucking dead.
She
is.
was. Yeah.
She was, and then you got Duncan like Nina.
Yeah. And then they go into the jungle, and that's when Jonathan May's like, oh, we should move light because these things could follow us if they want to.
Yeah, he said this like they're what is it when they're both water and land creatures? I forgot. He screams it like they're
aquatic and something. Science.
Yeah, it's whatever the fuck.
But yes, they can definitely do both.
Yeah. And I kind of wish we got like them
a chase scene with them.
Yeah. I will say
I thought they were gonna show up at the end.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like we didn't get like a chase scene like how we get like
No.
in the original Jurassic Park with the Rexy. Like we don't have one like that at all.
The chase scene is in water.
But it's not even a chase scene. It's like
No.
kind of
but
tame.
that's technically them getting
The chase.
chased. Oh, that's a chase.
I guess maybe. I guess true.
That's like the kitchen scene in a store.
I feel like I didn't like that scene, the little
No?
tienda store.
No,
It felt very tame. I was like,
Oh.
when you look at the kitchen scene that is obviously trying to reference that one, it's like everything, and they're like distracting, and like they just throw something, and then they go, oh, escape, and then they leave, and it's like, oh, it feels so tame. Like I wish it had more to it.
I miss the Velociraptors.
I get it. We do see them. I will say we can kind of skip over because
that's fine.
It's a lot of walking.
I missed them in the sense of like I wish they would have shown up, but I wouldn't have mind if they would have gotten murdered by the mutants. I wouldn't have minded either. It's not like I'm connected to these Velociraptors. I just like seeing them, like emotionally connected to them. I just like seeing them.
No, I feel you.
Because they were supposed to show up here in the gas station, and they were supposed to then get scared off by the other ones.
Gotcha.
That was going to be like the reveal. Also, the D-Rex was supposed to die at the end of this movie.
Oh.
The studio said no. The T-Rex was supposed to show up and kill it.
I see.
But
Honestly,
the T-Rex is smaller in the studio. Apparently, what the studio was telling the directors, like, the last 3 movies ended with the T-Rex saving the day.
Yeah.
No.
Honestly, kind of based from the studio. I'm surprised.
I would have preferred. That's why the director was fine with what we got. I would have preferred if the Spinosaurus had showed up because they were in water, and maybe they killed the D-Rex. But
I kind of like I understand that, but like it just becomes like this Avengers movie where it's like the big bad with the good guy, and it's like we don't need a final battle. Like
also,
I don't
I'm
think we
glad
need
they
that.
didn't kill it because that means they can show up again.
Like we don't know what you know.
What if the medicine they're making is like, oh wait, the D-Rex blood might have been better.
And now we have to go back and
Mhm.
actually fight this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad that there wasn't like a big fight, because when you think of the original movie, like there isn't like
No, I
what the
mean-
Jurassic, the T-Rex and the Velociraptors a little bit
Mhm.
scrap here and there, but like
They showed up. Well, the T-Rex shows up to save the day. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
So
been,
so it's like it's fine. Let's make it a little bit more different
Mm-hmm.
than the other ones. We do have like basically two movies. We now have the family that's lost and our main group that are trying to get like the blood samples.
Yes.
The family is trying to go to the village
Mhm.
and they see these giant heating tanks
Mhm.
from InGen, and they're just following the trail for that
Mhm.
because they're hoping, okay, this might be leading us to the village that they were talking about.
Yes.
So then we get here, they're going through the jungle.
Which is why I wouldn't prefer like a prequel, because there was a village. There was a village there. There
Mhm.
were people living on this island before. So it's like,
Yeah,
I
Love
wouldn't- I
Island.
would yes. I wouldn't mind seeing this island gone wrong. Like Jurassic Park again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that could be pretty interesting to have, just to see like a survival,
Mm-hmm.
like this is exactly what
'Cause
happened right after.
Some people tried to get off this island,
Mhm.
obviously, when that thing escaped. Sorry, I'm just reading stuff here. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But basically, we are
Mhm.
seeing now that this is a jungle.
Mhm.
Duncan is saying that he doesn't like the jungle because he feels like he's being stalked, and he can't even see 3 feet in front of him.
Mhm.
Like it
Which is
doesn't
true.
help.
Which
And
is
yeah,
true.
fucking scary.
And there's also things in this island that we don't see. Like there's
Mm-mm.
tentacles in the water at one point. I'm like, what the fuck
You're
was
like,
that?
what is that? That's
Mhm.
fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. And there's
Um,
like salamanders that are like huge.
Yep.
There's like this frog bat. In
Oh,
one part.
yeah.
It was really cute, but it just shows up real quick.
Yeah. But
I
there's like a back and forth with like the
Mhm.
family and them kind of going.
I do love when Xavier goes to take a piss.
Yes, I was just about to mention
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and he's just peed, and you see the Velociraptor show up. I'm glad they did have.
They made a
they
presence.
they made a presence. You kind of hear them. The sounds. I'm like, okay, they still made a presence.
I do love that we see them like in like blurry. Like
Mhm.
I thought that looked so intimidating because
Mhm.
I'm like, ooh, that's so scary. But then something attacks them.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, like what is that?
He's like, he stops peeing and he's shaking because he doesn't know what's going on behind him, and it's really funny. This man got his life saved by that thing.
Yeah, he did.
It was the Mutadon.
Yeah.
I didn't know they can fly. I thought they just had wings, but they were maybe too heavy to fly.
Yeah, that's true.
They kind of
would.
just glided or something. Like they made them run fast, but no, they fly,
Hmm.
which is crazy.
I don't like that.
We meet Dolores. She's very cute, very adorable.
What is she? Is she just a Triceratops?
No, I don't. She has a name. It's a type of dinosaur. I think she's. I don't know if she's real.
Why she look?
Yeah, whatever she's trying to say there.
Aloha?
A local. Fuck.
Well, she looked like the little dinosaur from fucking Barney, the little yellow one.
Well, that's a that's a Triceratops. So she is fully grown. She's just small.
she's
from
she's
what
like
I've
a
known.
baby.
Yeah, but she's fully grown. She's like a cat.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. She gives me that cat feeling.
Yeah,
Like I just found a cat outside and it's
Yeah.
coming home with me.
but
She takes it home.
mm-hmm, which is so cute.
I don't know if
She
it can
puts it-
survive.
Yeah, I was like, that thing's gonna die soon. But she puts it in the bag in her backpack, and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh my god, she looks so fucking cute just sitting there.
Yeah.
But right after she puts it in the bag, they fall into a cliff, and I'm like, Dolores is fucking dead.
Yeah.
Dolores gonna crack her neck and die.
And this is where we lead up to the river
Mhm.
river scene, which I loved. I knew it was coming because I know the scene. But Teresa swims across the river and finds a raft, and go ahead. Where you go? Oh, okay. And there's a dead. I forgot the name of this too, but it's Ducky from The Land Before Time.
Oh yeah.
Pelosaurus. I don't know dinosaur names, y'all.
He just knows Jurassic Park. He knows Rexy,
I know
Blue.
I know T-Rex, Velociraptor, and Dilophosaurus.
Hey, that's okay.
No, but
You're not a paleontologist.
no, I'm not. But there's one dead, so there's something big around here because it looks fresh. And then a Dilophosaurus makes an appearance, a cute one. Thank you for the service. Of course, it doesn't get anything, but
goes,
just that.
Hey, and then leaves
Well,
because he hears a sound.
Yeah, he hears a big sound, so it gets scared and leaves. Understandably, because then what's behind there's a giant ass fucking T-Rex.
That's just sleeping.
Very cute though.
Adorable.
Very
I
cute.
love that. That's our introduction to the T-Rex. He's just like, oh man, I'm beat.
He just ate that thing, and yeah.
He got a food coma.
But when she inflates the raft, it wakes up, but it doesn't notice her at first because it's groggy, I guess, and it just goes to drink water, and it's acting like a dog at this point.
Well, the way that like that moment where like the inflatable wakes, like stands up and it's on its side and it covers the T-Rex and she pushes it down to
And
the
it's
river,
gone.
disappeared. I'm like, oh fuck, I
Mhm.
do not like that.
I love it's drinking water, so they get on the raft and they start going away, and it notices them, and it's like a dog. It's curious of
Yeah.
like, what is that?
And it's almost like it's kind of playing with it
Mm-hmm.
because then they're swimming away and she starts like kind of like walking towards them, but it's like going underwater and then just decides to swim. And I'm
Mhm.
like, I literally went, they can fucking swim?
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah, and I will say that's true because I seen it in Prehistoric Planet, so I'm gonna say it's true.
And also, and if it's not,
No,
whatever.
but there's a theory that it has iguana DNA because of the cheeks. It has the same cheeks as the green iguanas have, and green iguanas can swim. I've owned them.
So,
Go ahead.
facts.
Mhm.
Dolores is an aqualops.
That's what the name.
Aqualobs.
And in the T-Rex scene, the Dilophosaurus is feeding on a Parasaurolophus.
I was close.
Parasaurolophus.
Yeah,
Parasaurolophus.
I was
Okay.
close. I knew.
Is that the one with the
It's the thing
little
with the-
little thingy, right? The little
Yeah.
mohawk.
Yeah, it's really long.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool.
It was big too.
Yeah, it was fucking massive.
Those things are huge. But
Is
yeah,
that the one that Owen?
yes. in the
Okay, I
minion,
was gonna say,
that
I'm like,
thing.
he looks familiar.
Yeah, that thing, but it looks bigger here.
Oh, you know what? When
'Cause
we had
obviously
our
this
special
island-
guest, we could have tamed them a little bit. Well, we
I'm
didn't.
so glad that didn't happen in this
Thank
movie.
the fucking Lord.
I was like, no.
But yeah, we have this scene where it's kind of curious. Yeah, like it's not trying to kill them. Like it's like weirdly like
It's not trying to kill them until it notices that there's things alive here, and
Yeah.
they're like, then it's trying to chomp at them. But yeah, it's just following them. It's beautiful.
It's-
The scenery looks beautiful. The T-Rex looks intimidating as hell.
the color, like it's just so vibrant. And then
Mhm.
there's these moments where like
It looks
they're-
bulkier.
they go underwater and it's just like trying to snap at and like I'm like I will say the CGI for it, I was worried because I know we weren't gonna get practical for this movie.
Not a lot of it.
It looks incredible.
The dead one was built.
but I mean
Mhm.
he's
Yeah, well,
dead,
yeah. But that one was built.
Yeah, but it's like I was surprised at like how fucking beautiful the CGI actually looked. Like they
Mhm.
really spent their time with that.
Mhm.
Like it just looked like they were actually there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like snapping at them.
The roar is different, and I really liked it. Really, really liked it. It's the same roar, it's just distorted.
Like
with
a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's not the same dinosaur, so I'm assuming
Mhm.
it's just like, oh, it just sounds
I think it's
different.
because this is like one of the first ones ever made, so or one of the ones they experimented. Well, it's not the first ones ever made because this is for Jurassic World. They experimented with these
Yeah,
because maybe because this is supposed to be like a more violent version of a T-Rex.
maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, again, they
there's a
don't-
line. They're like
they
they
don't
were
ex-
left here for a reason. So
yeah.
um,
So yeah, and then there's like this part where like the family, there's like these like two rocks, and the family gets through except the little girl, and she's like under the raft,
Mhm.
and the dinosaur, the dino looks at it, and there's a moment where he puts his teeth over it, and it's like it starts poking out in the
Mhm.
raft. I thought that was so fucking cool, and she's really trying to hide. She's screaming for help.
He's
She can't
trying to
see in
step
front
on
of
it,
it.
but
Oh
the
yeah,
water,
it
yeah.
just keeps kind of bouncing
Mhm.
away, and then it just fucking snatches that shit and fucking right. The whole family's like, "Oh my god!"
and honestly, I would have been like, okay,
Damn.
he ate for real. He ate this girl.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, they really did
But I
that
was like,
shit.
no, there's no way.
Nah, she just floats in
Yeah.
into the screen.
She fell. Yeah, she fell back down into the water. And then the raft reappears too, giving them a little jump scare. And then we do get the Titanosaur scene, which is that I cried. I'm not gonna lie, I was crying. It brought me back to when Alan and Ellie see the Brachiosaurus for the first time.
Mhm.
We have a male and a female kind of gracing and like hugging each other, and it's beautiful. Their tails are kind of forming a heart shape in a way, It's very, very majestic. The music is beautiful.
I don't like that those things were
She's
real.
so fucking beautiful.
That thing scares me.
Yeah.
Those things are so big.
They were huge.
The tails are like they feel alien.
Yeah.
Like it just does not feel real to
and
me.
apparently, like the tails can whip and break the sound barrier, which I believe. Yeah. I mean, to kill this thing, it might take a big dinosaur.
Yeah,
or a
for
couple.
real. But obviously we get the scene. Dr. Loomis goes over and like touches it, and he's just amazed because he is experiencing dinosaurs in their nature, like
for the first time.
for the first time ever. He's
Without
having
being
so
in
much
danger.
fun. Yeah, for real.
Because he already saw the Actually, he was excited when he saw the mosasaur. He was like, "Oh my god!"
I'm a big fan.
Yeah. Also, you think Jonathan Bailey and Scarlett are gonna?
No, I know
You
a lot
don't
of
think-
people. I've seen people being like, they should have been in love, and I'm like, can we not?
There was I mean, I don't need it, but there was a scene where I'm like, they gonna kiss?
They kiss in I mean interviews or not interviews
Well,
in the
no,
red
but I mean,
carpet.
like in the movie,
In the
like
movie?
as their characters, like
No, make him gay.
queer. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
I mean, yes, please, for me.
Yeah, like whatever. Like, do we need like what happened with Owen and Bryce Dallas?
No chemistry.
Yeah, like that. Like, come on, let's not risk it. They're just friends
Mm-hmm.
now. Marshall Ali and
Jonathan Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey.
You know, I'm watching that movie.
Let's call
but
it
he
watch.
has a kid, because he before the boat crashes or after he takes a picture with him, which I thought why he was gonna.
Oh,
die,
yeah.
'cause-
Well, we get a scene which before we see the family when they're kind of because what's her fucking name? Scarlett Johansson's character
Zora.
Zora and him talk about like, oh, it's been so long since we've seen you
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that stuff, and he's like, oh yeah, you know, how's your daughter? And he,
Mhm.
it seems like he might not have like the greatest relationship, or like he's not there with
Yeah.
the family. Like
And then
there's something ambiguous with them
She lost someone
through
assuming
another
a-
mission.
through a mission of a car explosion. I'm assuming her man.
I'm assuming, or
That's what it made it seem
or
like.
girl.
Or yeah.
No, it was like her partner in
Yeah.
like in the special ops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was like her coworker or something.
But
yeah.
I don't know if they were like
They were
coworkers.
roommates.
Yeah, or coworkers.
Yeah, so that, you know, obviously this is the scene where we kind of dump like
Mm,
everything,
yeah.
you know.
It was in the boat before we get to the movie.
So and we said when they save the family, he's pissed at the dad. He's like, why would you put her on the danger? Like,
why
you
would
know,
you bring your kids here?
why would you do that? Like, obviously, which it is kind of like if I knew dinosaurs were like roaming the earth, I
Well,
wouldn't be going on vacation.
Yeah, the dad was like, "Well, people travel really wild all the time, but it's like, do they make it back?"
Yeah, exactly. How many the ones that you don't hear of,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
They get the DNA from the Titanosaur.
Mhm.
There's a whole valley of them, which is gorgeous. It's really cool. I love it. And yeah, they're just fucking huge.
yeah,
Yeah,
and this is where I feel like we start kind of like it does slow down for me. I think here where it's like nothing happens.
You know, I
Like,
will
at
say,
all?
my one thing here is that they're like, "Oh, what's next?" Which is the last one, which is the flying, the Quetzalcoatlus.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so glad I can say that now. I couldn't say it before. And then you look up and they're looking at this giant mountain, and then the next thing they're already up there.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm like, I wish we would have gotten some more of the. Maybe they've run into some more trouble or something.
yes, I
Mhm.
feel like they were like for it to be like hyping up the jungle, being like you're being stalked and all these
Yeah,
stuff.
They kept moving through it.
Yeah, I was like, this feels easy, bro. It's like we have to be at this spot for this scene to happen. It's like, no,
Mhm.
what if they stumble upon little dinosaurs? Like maybe not killer ones, but like I want to see maybe a scene with like a random dinosaur that is a herbivore. It's not gonna
Mhm.
kill them, but like that would have been kind of cool. So that way we know that the jungle
Martin-
is alive.
Martin almost runs over one.
Yeah.
And that's why his car flips. Yeah. It just kind of I feel like they just kept moving to let's get this one, which is okay, I guess. But
It felt for me here where
you're not gonna get up that mountain real fast.
yeah,
you know.
But I feel like those moments were like it would cut to the family, then cut to Zora walking 3 steps forward, and then cut away. And I was like, whoa, like
Mhm.
why are we taking so fucking long for nothing happening right now? Like at
Mhm.
least move the story plot. Maybe spend more time with the family so we can flesh them out a little bit more,
Yeah.
if anything, right?
Mhm.
But that's why I feel like the family should have been like shorter because the only thing we get is the dad going, "I'm proud of you. You jumped to save my daughter. Respect."
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Mhm.
all we get for their
Mhm.
character development. But yeah, they end up at this mountain
Where there's like a Mayan temple or something, which is
Yeah.
like, okay, this island has some history.
There's inhabited by
Mhm.
people, maybe.
Before, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they are gonna zip line because they're like 500 feet up or something crazy,
And
right?
they're gonna get it from the egg because there's nowhere they're gonna be able to get it from the one alive. Because if one, it flies. Two is the size of an airplane.
And it's fucking deadly as hell.
Yeah. So
And I love that Martin mentions that, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Well, you can try if you want to."
yeah. Yeah. I'm glad it's not like them trying to like shoot it. Yeah.
We missed. We got one left,
Yeah.
and then yeah.
So they get it from the egg, and Jonathan Bailey's very careful not to break the egg sac, not to kill the baby, because he's very conscious about actual living dinosaurs as well.
Mhm.
And then the mom appears, and she has this whole thing with them, and they're trying to get away from it. Jonathan Bailey almost falls, and I was like, "Oh no, Daddy!" And he's trying to get the sample, and he manages to get it,
Yeah.
but he ends up falling. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, "Oh my god, they're killing Jonathan Bailey!"
I was like, "Oh my god, he fucking died. There's no way." And then
Mhm.
he just falls into water,
Yeah.
and he gets up. He's like,
Well, let's say he gets saved by giant
Oh,
palm trees a
all the
little
palm-
bit to break his fall, and then he falls in the water. So I was like, okay.
I would have been like, it's so funny if like when they were on top of the mountain because he's doing the rock climbing or like
Mhm.
they're going down and he's nervous about that. And Scarlett Joe the whole time's like, it's fun. And I thought they should have given Scarlett Johansson being like, hey, it's such a long way down that you're gonna get used to it. First thing you know, you'll be the first one down there before us because he fucking falls all the way to the fucking floor.
Maharsh or Duncan does lose a friend here by the Quetzalcoatlus.
Yeah.
I love the reveal. They're like, oh, we got him, and then it's just in its mouth, and it's like,
the way it gets up from the mountain and he's just hanging there. Oh, bro, it's so scary.
and you can see the size of this creature because it was a big boy, and yeah, he gets eaten up.
But
and,
yeah,
and then they find stairs to get to the bottom of the mountain. I thought those stairs led to the temple where they were, and I was like, oh wow, they could have just used stairs, which I think maybe
They
that's what it
could've.
implied it to, but
Yeah.
it goes all the way down to the mountain. We
I
see
think there was
some
an elevator.
copies.
I think too as well on the side.
yeah.
Then this is where this is where I get lost because I feel like a lot of it is just them walking to the village.
After this, we kind of just they arrive at the village. It's nighttime.
Yeah.
We established.
we established that they have. Zora had already a second plan
Mhm.
where she was like, if we don't make it back to our boat,
A helicopter is gonna come and circle the
yeah.
island for 2 minutes, searching for us, and if not, they leave
by sundown or something like that,
Mhm.
right?
And at the second night, so
Oh, the
they're here
second
for
night.
2 days technically. And then Martin does find a gun of a crashed helicopter. That's why I'm like, there was a movie before this that we haven't
Mhm.
seen yet. And he takes it because he's evil.
Ooh, the
And-
businessman.
Yeah, and then they meet up at the gas station. The family arrives. Teresa starts blaming Martin. He pulls out a gun. Oh no, he's evil.
Yeah, and Teresa's like, yo, fuck this guy,
Yeah.
and
The generators are still working, which is crazy.
And I guess they're on a timer.
Yeah.
like it turns on every night
Mhm.
apparently.
And yeah, then the
We see the helicopter
yes,
come through, and it's
Yes.
like, make yourself obvious, so it
Mhm.
stops. Which if I was the helicopter and I see a gas station lit up, I'd have been like, they're probably there.
yeah.
But they just drive away. I was like,
Because I think they said because they're not gonna land here because they know it's not safe to even land here.
I guess that's
Yeah,
true.
which
We
it
do
is
see it. We do
true.
see
Yeah,
that
the
it happened.
helicopter fucking crashes and burns because the stewardess grabs it.
Yeah, which amazing scene.
Mhm.
Because so we are introduced to
And the mutants
the
attack
mu-
here.
The Mutanons
Mhm.
attack reminded me very much of the Velociraptors in JP2,
Mhm.
where he's like it's like a gas station, whatever the fuck
It is
where
a
he-
gas. It
right?
is. It's the same. It's like a facility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the same. It reminded me of the same scene. They go under the car. I thought they were gonna take out the brake and the oil,
Oh
but
no,
they
they
didn't
knew.
do
They
that.
knew.
But this motherfucker finds keys, Martin, and then grabs a car and dips the fuck out of there.
Yeah, and then my seat started going, and I was like, "Oh shit, we in a car now."
So he just leaves, and then this is where we get the homage to the kitchen scene where
Mhm.
there's one coming, like chasing the family. They're kind of hiding.
They're in a convenience store.
Yeah, and
They're homaging Scream 6.
scream.
Yep.
No, I'm
Jen
kidding.
Ortega comes out.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah, and apparently these were supposed to be raptors originally, but they wanted to change it up and give us the mutant, which I'm okay with.
I just wish they looked more like defects.
Yeah,
They look too normal to me. I was like, they just look like normal dinosaurs.
they look like a dragon mixed with a chicken. I do like the way they move. They move
Yeah.
very bird-like, and I
Yeah.
like that about them.
And I like that. It's just my thing is like you look at the D-Rex and the D-Rex looks, like it just looks there's something off with
It's a
that
beluga
thing.
whale with a T-Rex.
Yeah. But like they just like if you were to be like, yeah, these dinosaurs existed at this time, I would have been like, okay, yeah, I believe
Yeah, I
that.
guess.
Like
Yeah.
they just don't look like creature or defects or monsters to me. Like it just looked normal. And I was like, if you're introducing the whole like these are the defected ones that they obviously got wrong, they didn't show me that, But I was like, okay, fine, whatever. But this scene is too short. Like it's not too short. It just they don't do anything. They just throw something, it gets distracted, and then they see a little vent underneath,
Yeah,
and then
they
it
don't-
just
they
goes
don't-
in the
They
vent.
don't really get chased.
No, and
No.
throughout this movie,
Jonathan
we don't
Bailey
get
gets
that.
chased. And Duncan get chased outside by one. Because it
When they're
jumps
in
on the
the-
railing. I think it's after he does the boom.
Oh, I see.
And then they
Yeah.
make it to a vent. And then one does get inside of the tunnel because there's tunnels that go all through the island.
Yeah.
Again, there's a movie behind this
Mhm.
movie. And the one gets under there, but Scarlett Johansson takes care of it pretty quickly.
It's just pop, 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 done,
Mhm.
easy. And I'm like, okay. And then they come out and they see that it's all covered in smoke. Everything's in smoke. And you see like an arm coming out and like the silhouette of something. And I'm like, holy fuck, that looks intimidating as fuck.
It's huge.
Yes, it's so
It's
big.
bigger than the T-Rex, so it wouldn't have made sense for the T-Rex to kill it.
Hell no, what, he's
Mhm.
chew on his leg? And then you see the helicopter flying through the smoke, and then you don't see it anymore. And then you see it
Just
crushed
crash
into the T-Rex's
with-
mouth.
Yeah, and fire.
Oh, dude, that looks so scary. I'm
Mhm.
like, yo, that looks so cool.
Yep.
Oh,
So it seems that the D-Rex just hangs out around here. Also, when Jonathan Bailey's in the lab, we see a two-headed Triceratops, which is cool, and a
Mhm.
two-headed Meutrodon. But anyways, you see that the D-Rex cage was broken.
yeah.
Like it just leads straight outside now. Like it just broke out of there. So it looks like this is where it sleeps.
yeah.
This is his part of the island.
He just this
Mhm.
is where I hibernate basically. This is my home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean that's what he knows his home. I would
Yeah.
say because it's like yeah, this is the where I grew up.
It's,
Like
it's his territory.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just get like a little chase scene. It just chases them. They like have a boat that they're gonna leave through,
Mhm.
and they're kind of pinned, right? Like it's like I think it's split like 2 and 2. Teresa, Duncan are on one side, and then the rest of the group is in the other side by the boat.
Oh yeah, and it's attracted by the light.
Yeah.
So Duncan turns on a flare and gets it away from them, and then it's where Scarlett's like, "No, my best friend, my
Yeah.
bestie."
I'm like Duncan. I was like, damn, Duncan's about to
Yeah.
die.
Don't forget
That's
the
it.
big bag gets eaten.
The big.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Martin gets, which is funny because he handcuffs the briefcase to the,
I was like, that's gonna.
and then his arm just.
and
Yeah.
the way it dies too, like because it has big arms and it has tiny arms underneath.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. And it grabs him and it just grabs him and like a
Mhm.
fucking apple. Just
Yeah.
have his body's gone.
I wish I would have seen it kill more things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like that one looks so fucking crazy that I wish the other ones looked like that. Like
Mhm.
if the Mutons had like other arms or like that one where it looked more monsterish, it would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I do wish, and I thought we were gonna head there. I will say this. I wish it would have treated these defects as like a tragedy. Like where Jonathan
Mm.
Bailey is so passionate about like these animals are beautiful creatures, and like he doesn't see these as monsters. He sees them like you were led astray, like they
Mhm.
left you here to die, and like he wants to help, but he doesn't know how to, right? Like,
Yeah.
cause, but it was like, no, this is the monster bad guy. Like it just felt like antagonist rather than little
Yeah.
like Frankenstein's monster, where it's like, yes, he's a bad guy, but he's a tragedy, where it's like
Mhm.
you can see that there's a flaw to his life and everything.
Mhm.
And I thought that's what we were gonna head towards
I-
with the D-Rex, but it
They
didn't go
should have
there.
did that with a herbivore. They should have had like a herbivore mutant.
Yeah,
Because
where
those don't eat people, so
but
they're,
they look-
they're safer.
and then they
Mhm.
look crazy, like they look
Mhm.
like they could kill you, but
Yeah.
then they're like, no, they're gentle creatures.
That's why I wonder. We're definitely getting a sequel. It's
Oh,
making,
yeah, oh,
it's
yeah.
making the money,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they didn't kill this thing, so this thing is gonna show up again. I'm pretty sure this thing shows up, and if it doesn't, then I don't know what the point was.
Yeah,
for it,
and
but,
yeah, it would have been cool to have that moment where they see the Titania, whatever the fuck,
Mhm.
as like those mutant creatures where like they look like villains, but They're
Yeah.
not. They're just these tragic animals that
Unless-
were left to die.
Like I know the titanosaurs were real. I wonder if they're considered mutations because of things. Maybe the frails. I wonder if those things were made up for the movie.
Oh, I see.
Even the head, like the head, the bulby head. It reminded me also of the D-Rex, which was crazy.
Well, I mean, they
according to-
got the blood from it.
That's true. That's true. But according to Google, this is what they're supposed to look. They look very plain.
Hmm. Well, I mean, we know Jurassic Park also isn't like completely accurate.
Oh no, of course, of course, of course. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah.
yeah, they are kind of split. Duncan grabs a flare, and then in my head, I would have been like, "Oh my god, he looks terrifying in red! Holy fuck!"
Yeah.
But then he jumps into the water. He
Mhm.
lures it away, and then we see the light, and it flickers, and they're screaming for him, and it just turns
Mhm.
off, and I'm like, "Oh no,
I'm not fucking
bro!"
done. She fucking
Yeah,
dead.
but they
Yeah.
leave, and then they see another flare go up, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's him!" So they turn around, and he's alive.
Yeah, it was nice seeing him alive because I
Yeah.
like him, but then I was like, the other kill, like an impactful kill,
Mm-hmm.
lost right now because like you guys
But
couldn't kill him.
He's our new Ian Malcolm.
I
'Cause
get it.
Jonathan Bailey's Alan Grant.
And I like him, so I
Mhm.
understand. They should have
Mhm.
just done the dad, leave the kids an orphan, no.
Or
the
leave
mom.
leave him without kids, and the mom divorces him
True.
for taking the girls out on the trip. There was a line that was pretty funny, like, "Oh, mom's never
Mom's
gonna
never-
let her." Yeah, which was used in I think Jurassic World used it in Jurassic Park 3.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and then basically the movie ends with them being like, "Let's go back home," and then and then they throughout the movie they say like, "What are we gonna do with these DNA things?" And then he's like, "We can open source it. Everyone deserves the medicine, not just this greedy company
Yeah.
that's gonna
Or
take
make
it."
it expensive so not everyone. And Scarlet chooses for everyone. Now this is where I'm like, sequel opportunity where this medication does go wrong and the world does start dying off, but the dinosaurs start thriving. But at that point, just end the franchise because what can you do when they take over the
Yeah.
world?
I
Mhm.
think, yeah, maybe they could do that, or they're gonna do another contained story because this is where the movie ends. It's like a long shot of the boat going towards the sunset. And
Yeah,
that's
it's
it.
pretty much the.
And you see fucking dolphin.
Oh yeah, and then dolphins. I was like, why?
Okay. Well, the original's like you see seagulls. Or what are those birds called with the
It's
big?
Yeah,
it's
seagulls,
giving-
seagulls.
I don't know. It gave like Jaws with the whole fucking dolphins. I don't know which Jaws movie it was.
Oh, it
Where
was the
the-
third one.
It was the third one
With the
where they
dolphins?
just
Yeah,
fucking-
when
at
they-
the end.
yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like,
It's
what?
just an homage to the first, because the first one they're leaving on a boat this time, not a helicopter. And in the first one, they see like majestic birds. Kind of, they're not dinosaurs. They're just
They're just
majestic
normal
birds.
animals,
Yeah,
and
so
they're
now
like,
we
"Oh,
just see
thank the fucking
dolphins.
Lord."
So it's kind
Oh,
of
okay.
supposed to be the same beautiful thing.
I see.
Yeah, kind of like, and then Jurassic Park 3 changes it up, and you actually see the pterodons flying next to them. They're like, where the fuck are those things going?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Mm,
So
okay.
Mhm.
I
That makes
guess it's
sense
like
then.
a peaceful resolution
Yeah,
of
that's why
like,
the music starts, and it's supposed to be beautiful.
yeah.
I will say in 3D, the dolphins look very crazy.
Really?
They look crazy. They didn't look real at all. I was like, okay.
Yeah, but it's like it's a really beautiful sunset shot, and it
Mhm.
just title card, like the credit starts rolling, and
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I'm glad that they ended it like
Very
like
simple.
Simple. I thought they were gonna set it up to something like
You know where this is headed? Mutated human dinosaurs.
Scarlett Johansson is half
This is-
half
I'm s-
dinosaur.
I know it's been teased. There was scripts for it.
Jurassic
it was
World,
supposed to be
right?
Jurassic Park 4.
Oh yeah.
They were gonna be human hybrid soldiers. I don't know. I feel like messing with blood and genetics and medication is gonna go wrong.
We'll see. Well, no, we don't know.
I think they're trying to get crazy with it, and
They should.
I'm okay with
Fuck
it.
it. Go crazy. Whatever. Make it
Mhm.
interesting. But that is Jurassic Park Rebirth
Jurassic
World. I said I
Rebirth.
went pork.
Pork, yeah.
So daddy of the movie.
Jonathan
You-
Bailey. It's
Oh,
hard. It's
say
a hard
daddy.
choice, but Jonathan Bailey.
Yeah.
I like this character. I like that he's a paleontologist.
Mhm.
He does remind me of Alan Grant. So he's the Alan Grant for this new generation.
And he did study under Alan Grant
he did
in the
yeah.
movie.
Mhm.
I was gonna say we all got eye candy in this movie
That's
because
a lot.
Scarlett Jo looked amazing. I'm like,
Mhm.
yes, give me bad bitch Scarlett Jo. Like I love that. Like she just fits this role so well. She played it so playful too. Like
Mhm.
she wasn't like
She wasn't so serious.
She wasn't like, I'm a feminist.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't like, go girl, you get it. No, she
Yeah.
was like super playful. She was fun. Like
Mhm.
I really, really liked her. Like I thought she was written really well.
Yeah.
And even Duncan and everyone, like
Mhm.
they were all so
The
likable.
cast was amazing.
The
cast was-
family,
Right, but besides that, the cast was amazing.
Mhm.
The dad was good looking. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
He was.
Mhm.
This movie,
And
they're
I-
all hot. Like
Yeah.
they really are. But yeah,
Daddy, chill.
Jonathan Bailey, he's amazing. Favorite kill, I have to give it to the D-Rex Martin. Like the way it just,
Okay.
it was so graphic. I was like, ooh.
Bobby, because he gets snatched,
He does.
and then that little girl traumatized forever. Because that Spinal looked at her too, like
like, bitch, this you next.
Yeah.
The way she was like standing there the rest of the movie, like, I'm
My
done.
favorite kill is the bird one.
that's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
that was my
You
second
can-
choice.
Yeah, because you can like see the bird like break his body, and then you can see the body going down its throat.
Yeah. She was like, oh my god. She looked away.
Pelicans.
Pelicans.
Pelicans are the
yeah,
ones that do
those
that,
are
yeah, yeah.
pelicans.
Yeah.
That's what you see in the first one, Pelicans.
Mhm.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is a very good one. I love the reveal, like, because you think it's like, oh, he's about to
He-
make it out,
yeah.
and he's already been dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a very good one. But that's it. That's our
That's it.
segments right
Wow,
now.
Yeah. Do you have any comments?
Yeah, we have a couple comments. Let me go. Spotify people, you already know. Go on
Yeah.
Spotify, leave us a comment.
Also, follow us on TikTok. I'm trying to make more.
Yeah, I like
I'm
the
trying
vlog.
to
The
think-
vlog
Thank
that you
you.
did. I
Thank
liked
you.
it. I
I
liked
tried.
it. It was cute. Alrighty, so we got a comment here from our friend Pax from the Final Destination.
Okay.
A Final Destination game would be insane. That could be
Oh,
kind of
like
cool.
Like a board game.
like a board game or like a PS5 game?
No, I thought play like PS5, like
okay.
something like that, where like maybe you possess like a fan,
Oh, and you
and
have
then
to-
if they go
or
underneath
You
you,
have to make choices.
yeah.
Kind of like that one time we played one game. I forgot the name of it.
Oh, that one, yeah, that
Mm.
everyone did it on their phone.
Yeah, yeah.
That could have been cool, like a
Mhm.
version like that where people make different decisions.
Mhm.
That could be kind of interesting.
I'll play that.
Let's make it. Fuck it.
Okay. Fun does the money.
And it's based off the Final Destination. Like, we're gonna make it better.
Okay. Our remake.
And then this comment is from our friend Bazooka Kangaroo
Oh, I like that.
from The Return of the Living Dead.
Pop off.
Thanks for the podcast. I love this movie.
Yes,
well,
ma'am.
you're welcome.
Sir, or whatever.
And thank you so much for the
yeah,
comment.
thank you. Yes, ma'am, sir.
You know,
Yes,
hey,
everything.
non-binary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. They're all here.
Pop
They're-
off.
But I think those are the ones for Spotify. We did get a rating on Apple Podcasts.
Oh,
Let me see. I saw it yesterday.
is it 5?
Let me read. That's what I think so.
Better
1,
be.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it is. Okay,
Let's
this is for
go.
Brian's. It says Spooky Encounter.
Oh.
So glad I got to meet you both at Spooky Empire. Y'all are great company and a joy to listen to, both in person and on the air.
Spooky.
Spooky.
Empire.
Empire?
Yeah.
That
Like
just passed.
recently?
Like recently?
Yeah. June 27th, 2025.
What was the name?
Brian's.
Brian's.
Let me see.
Well, I don't know if you met him because I only went one day.
Yeah.
But it said us.
Did
Y'all-
you meet the wrong two people?
I'll meet you both. Did you meet other people?
Was it? Are you the director of Sewer Gators?
Oh!
Oh.
No, that wasn't his name.
I don't. I can't remember right now.
has
I'm
to be.
blanking out right now. I feel like that felt so long ago because we filmed already. Like,
yeah, we did.
so many episodes.
Um,
But I mean,
oh, I am so sorry. I can't remember right now. I just hit us up. Remind me of who you are,
yeah, no. I mean,
because
I'm glad we were nice at least, you know,
yeah.
because we're
No,
so awkward.
that's not
Like
his name.
in
So-
person, we're so awkward.
Who did we talk to?
It was so hot that day. I was so.
No, I
ugh.
just genuinely, it was a long weekend, and I'm like, oh, Brian, did I meet a Brian? I'm so sorry if I'm forgetting.
That's okay. That's okay. We love you. At least
We do
you know.
love you.
I mean, obviously, you know, we're very awkward in person. So like, if you met us, we're so different because we're not used to it. Like when we met the person in Spookala,
Mhm.
we were so awkward because I was like, oh my god, I've never encountered this before.
I'm not used to it.
Like I was like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I'm not used to it, but I'm glad you liked us.
Especially this
And
one.
I'm
This one
pretty-
gets cranky.
I'm pretty sure we had a good interaction. Remind me, please. Remind me
Yeah.
when this happened. It could have been what if it was like a spooky like No, but they said it was.
No,
I guess,
it was this
spooky,
one.
right?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's the one that just happened.
Okay.
Yeah. But thank you so much for the rating and review. I really
Yes.
appreciate it. And on YouTube, obviously, if you're on YouTube, leave a like and comment. This is from our The Return of the Living Dead. Mikey Looney. Dan O'Brien scripted John Carpenter's first ever movie, Dark Stars, which was rewritten into Aliens.
Oh.
That's actually a really cool fact. That's awesome.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you so much for the comments.
Thank you.
And then we got Strawberry Sky Wishes. Look at Sean's new community post now. Do you know what that means?
No.
On Reddit?
I thought it was on Reddit, but I went to check and I didn't see anything.
No, because YouTube you can do community posts. So I don't know.
No, you have control over the YouTube,
But
puppy. I don't know.
It says Sean's. Who's
Oh.
Sean? Where's Sean at?
Shaun of the Dead?
Maybe. I have no idea. I know we said Shaun of the Dead in the movie, I guess. We mentioned it, but I don't know.
Go look at Sean's new community.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
if you're watching or
Wow,
listening,
we're really terrible with names. I apologize.
Oh, Sean.
Shaun of the Dead. Is it Shaun of the Dead?
No, that's not how you spell Sean and Shaun of the Dead.
No.
Oh, yeah, well, I can't see it, so.
Yeah, they spell the SHAWN.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I know a Sean, but I don't know what they might be talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I was confused because I was like, huh?
Send us a link.
Yeah, I don't know. I literally was lost. I was like, all right, thank you for the comment, though. I
Yeah, thank
appreciate it.
you.
We love you. But yeah, I think that's it right now. What are we gonna watch next weekend?
Final Destination 5. And then
Mm.
hopefully 6. If not, something else, depending when it arrives. But yeah, Final Destination 5. Tune in for that. Go watch Jurassic World, please. Support it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely worth the watch. And I might go see it again today. I don't know.
Fuck it,
I'll
watch it.
see. Yeah.
Do it. You guys should do it too tonight. Right
Mhm.
now, when this episode comes out, get off work, clock out, go to a movie theater.
Yep. On a Tuesday.
Yep, and then
It's cheaper.
get your Superman tin.
Yeah. And go watch that too.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Horror Daddies. It's your weekend, and then my weekend is coming up.
Yep.
So I'm so excited. All right, guys. Well, that is the episode. So thank you so much for watching and listening.
And remember,
Stay spooky, stay sexy, and dun 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 dun.
da 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 da. See you in your dreams.
Bye, guys.
Bye.